contextual understanding is a must for our people. But you don't have that. No. We don't read that. We read the King James Version. You barely speak English. How you know about Hermeneutics or whatever that is you're saying? Bro, spell it. Are you getting this? This is crazy. Our people will not humble down to the Bible. Humble down. Those are the countries that our people dwelled in. We got to read in cultural context, all right? So this is what we're going to do. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Because you don't quite understand, bro. We're going to read from verse 5 again. Hold on. And then we're going to read on down. Hold on. Ramon, are we going to converse or are you just going to argue? I'm on the mic, so that's the only reason I'm loud. I'm trying to converse with you. No. We're going to read it for you because you don't understand. Now read that. Read verse 5 again.
Verse 5, and they were dwelling at Jerusalem, Jews, devout men, out of every nation.
So these were Jews that we already established that they were scattered throughout the nations. Read.
Now when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language.
Now, when our people came from all these, hold on, Ramon. When our people came from all these different lands that they were raised in because they were scattered there, and they all knew and understood the commandment of keeping the Feast of Pentecost. Hold on, Ramon, I got you. They all understood that. So when they came to the land, all right, let's say my brother right here is from Haiti, right? And he comes to America every year for a celebration. We all related, right? You and me speak English. He speaks Haitian, right? French. So he's still our people. Hold on. He's still our people. So when he comes to the land and I come to him and I speak his language and I'm not from there, that's what this chapter is going into. Yes, it is. Read.
Now when this was, and they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, behold, are not all these which speak Galileans?
So are all these people that are speaking to us Galileans, meaning Hebrews? They're Jews. They come from the land. So when we come from our homeland, where we came from, how are they speaking our language and they never been there? That's the Holy Spirit that was given to them. The spirit of uttering another language. That's the tongues. It's not talking about, oh, we're speaking to actual physical Gentiles. No, because you don't even read that word in there. Read on.
And how hear we every man in our own tongue?
Because they're speaking their language. My brother right here. What's your name? Howard. All right, Howard. You from America, right? I speak Patois because my family is from Jamaica. If I speak Patois to you, are you going to understand it? But if I speak Patois, I never met you, and you're trying to explain to me something in Patois, I'm going to ask you, how did you learn that? Because the Holy Spirit is on them to learn and speak it. That's what it's going into. Read.
And how we hear every man in our own tongue, wherein we were born, Parthians and Medes.
So these are the languages that we're speaking. Parthians and Medes.
And Elamites.
The language of the Elamites, which is East Indians. Read.
And the dwellers in Mesopotamia.
All these regions. Read.
And in Judea and Cappadocia and Pontus and Asia, Persia and Pamphylia and Egypt.
And Egypt, all these different languages. That's what it's going into. When you jump up to verse, go to verse. Go to 2. Read. Read verse 2 again.
Verse 2. And suddenly there came a sound from heaven as a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the house where they were sitting. And they appeared unto them cloven tongues.
It said what?
Cloven tongues.
Ramon, let me ask you, what is cloven tongues? Exactly. So what is that going to do? Hold on. What does that have to do with them being Gentiles? These are our people speaking Gentile languages. That's what it's going into. Read it in context, Ramon. The ones that were there from Jerusalem that spoke Hebrew were able to speak the languages of our people that came from them lands. Read it in context, bro. Contextual understanding is a must for our people. But you don't have that. No. We don't read that. We read the King James Version. You barely speak English. How you know about Hermeneutics or whatever that is you're saying? Bro, spell it. Are you getting this? This is crazy. Our people will not humble down to the Bible. Humble down. Because, bro, when you walked up, what did you say to one of the brothers? Our people, it shows you right there. You don't understand the Bible, sir. So, Ramon, you need to humble. Cultural context, bro. Well, how's it a false doctrine? We're reading the Bible. So we're reading the Bible, and that's false doctrine. How were we just reading it, but you trying to twist it into something? You're saying hermeneutics. You're saying, oh, these are the Gentiles. You don't even mention the Gentiles in here. You're trying to put and add to the word. Yes, you are. Read it from the top. Verse 1, one more time for my brother Romo.
Verse 1. And when the day of Pentecost was fully come.
So this is a feast day that we had to keep. Only the Israelites were able to keep the feast of Pentecost. Not all nations, not the Gentiles. Read.
They were all with one accord.
They were all with one accord, meaning an agreement of keeping this feast. Read.
In one place.
In one place, they all understood that they had to come and gather in one place, which is where? Jerusalem. Read.
And suddenly there came a sound from heaven.
So that's that Holy Spirit that you was talking about. It gave our brothers the utterance to communicate with my brother over here. Let's say he speaks Spanish. I'm going to have the Spirit to speak Spanish to him. He speaks French. I'm going to have the Spirit to speak French to him. That's why when you get to verse 5, read verse 5. Well, hold on.
And they were dwelling at Jerusalem, Jews, devout men, out of every nation.
So these are men out of every nation. Read.
Under heaven. Now when this was noise abroad,
it's still, in the context has never changed. It's still pertaining to the Israelites. Read.
The multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language.
That's the cloven tongue that you read earlier. We're speaking that language of our brothers that was raised in that land. Not the other way around, brother. No, you smoke weed, do you? You smoke weed? Come on, man, because you got to have a sober mind. How you not see this? How you not understand that? This is plain English. This is not even in another language. This is plain English, bro. I'm reading it through. I'm not jumping nowhere. I'm staying right in this chapter.
Read it all the way down.
We read it all the way down. You're blind. That's the problem. You're blind to it, brother. You're blind to it. Because guess what? Let me ask you. In order to understand this Bible, what must you be doing? Get Psalms 111. Psalms 111 and 10. I'm going to show you how to read and understand the Bible. This is what you must be doing to read and understand the Bible. Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 111 and verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding.
A good understanding of the Bible comes how?
Have all they that do his commandments.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is